Thankfully, mixed number multiplication is pretty easy as long as we are comfortable with converting a mixed number into a fraction. And so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to rewrite this mixed number as an improper fraction by using the G method. And 5 times 3 is 15 plus 2 is 17 over 5 times 2 over 3. Now we're back to something we're very familiar with. 17 times 2 is 34. 5 times 3 is 15. Multiplying straight across just like with any other fractions at this point. Simplifying this, 34 over 15 can be turned back into a mixed number. 15 goes into 34 twice with 4 left over. So we get 2 and 4 fifteenths. As I've been demonstrating in other videos, Wolfram is a great tool to use to check here. 3 and 2 fifths times 2 thirds. Again, always check your input to make sure that it matches what you thought you put in there. Wolfram gets 2 and 4 fifteenths. So did we. On to the next, we have 2 and 1/3 times 4 and 1/5. Using the G method, multiply there, add there. We need to do it to both of these because they are both improper fractions, or they are both mixed numbers, I'm sorry. We want them both to be improper fractions. So 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7 over 3. 5 times 4 is 20 plus 1 is 21 over 5. Now we're just going to multiply straight across. If you're a person that's a big fan of cross-canceling, you would notice that that and that are both divisible by 3. We would have a 1 here and a 7 there. We would end up with 49 over 5. I'm not going to cross-cancel doing it this time. I'll just simplify it at the end. So here I have 147 divided by 15. And let's say I have 147 over 15, and I'm just like, holy moly, like what could even possibly go in there? I recognize that those numbers are nasty, so just come over to Wolfram and put in 147 divided by 15. It will tell us 49 over 5. And if you were to rewind the video to where I was doing the cross-canceling, this was going to be a 7, this was going to be a 1. 7 times 7 would have made 49. 1 times 5 would have made 5. So if you get to the place where you have a nasty fraction that you're trying to simplify and you're just like, I don't even, whatever, throw it in Wolfram. Wolfram will simplify it for you. Okay. Next one, we have 5 over 6 times 5 and 2/3. So we do need to convert the mixed number into an improper fraction for this to work. So 5 over 6 times 3 times 5 is 15 plus 2 is 17 over 3. There wouldn't be any cross-canceling. My bad, I forgot to put this back up. G method on the fraction on the right. There wouldn't be any cross-canceling to do here because none of them have common factors that we could cross-cancel. So we will end up with 85 over 18. And then we will need to convert, and I forgot to convert this one up here back to an improper fraction. Let's do that right now. Actually, I'll do that in a moment. Actually, I'll go back to it. So 85 over 18. 18 will go in there, not 5 times because that would make 90, so 4 times. 18 times 4 is 3672. That leaves 13 more. It's a remainder of 13 over 18. And so I will check that one. I'm just going to hit the solve button to make sure, yep, 4 and 13 over 18 is what it gives me. If I were to feed that to Wolfram, I would get 5 over 6 times 5 and 2/3 You'll see I get the improper fraction 85 over 18, and I also get the mixed fraction 4 and 13 over 18. Coming back up to this one that we didn't totally complete, 49 over 5. 5 goes into 49 9 times. 9 times 5 is 45. There's a remainder of 4. So Alex would want that mixed fraction there, 9 and 4/5 for that particular problem. One more. 2 and 7 over 9 times 2 and 1/5. We've got to G method both of these. And we have 9 times 2 is 18 plus 7 is 25 over 9. 5 times 2 is 10 plus 1 is 11 over 5. And I do see that I could cross cancel here and here. That would make this a 5. It would make that a 1. We would end up with, I'll just write it over here on the side, 55 over 9 if we did that. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave it as it is, and I'm going to put Wolfram to work for me in a minute. So that's going to give me 275 over 45. I'm going to give 275 over 45 to Wolfram, recognizing that I'm going to get 55 over 9. But if I didn't cross cancel and I was a little bit stuck and needed some help from my pal Wolfram, I could throw in 275 divided by 45, and we would get 55 over 9, just like we did if we were to do the cross canceling piece. Now, lastly, we need to take that 55 over 9 and rewrite it as a mixed number. 9 goes into 55 5 times because 6 times, because 9 times 6 is 54. 54 to 55 leaves a remainder of 1 over 9. So we get 6 and 1/9. Let's use my, you don't have a solve button, unfortunately. 6 and 1/9. Apologies, I didn't bring my iPad back up. Here's the work to get there from 55 over 9. 9 goes into 55 6 times, remainder of 1 over 9. And that matches what Alex would want from us.